Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show. What are the secrets to being wealthy, healthy, and wise? For the next hour, Jeff goes beyond the headlines to discuss what's trending with today's movers, shakers, and newsmakers. And now, here's Jeff Crilley.
Good Saturday morning, Dallas, Fort Worth. It is a beautiful day here at the iHeart studios, and it's always an honor for me to be able to step in and guest host the show for my dad, Jeff Crilley. Dad, I hope I make you proud today. And today we have an awesome show highlighting entrepreneurs, organizations, community, and thought leaders. And first, I want to introduce two amazing ladies that will be my co-hosts throughout the show today. Welcome, Allie and Kathleen.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having us today.
Hey, I'm so excited. And before we really get started with these awesome guests that we have in studio, let's get to know each of you. And feel free to jump in and ask each other questions because you are friends in real life. So
we are.
True
are
story.
we ever?
True
we were just
story.
talking about the conversations we have, and just it's nonsense all the time.
And starting with you, you are on a media tour, Allie, because you're going to where?
We are going to Uganda, Africa in November.
Yeah. So excited. You've been on this media tour. You've been featured all of these shows, the Brian Glenn Show. Shout out to Brian Glenn.
Brian Glenn, yeah.
Love you. So you're going to Uganda. Catch us up.
Yeah, it's been so exciting. Kind of backstory on how that happened. It was an opportunity through the chamber in which we were there. You were there, Sarah. Charles was there. I will speak to you later. We were there promoting some of the events that we were doing for philanthropy, one of our big events, Beep, back in the springtime. And by chance, the day that we were on there, across, they're touring Brian's station over there. And these two guys from Uganda, they've started a radio show. Gloria FM is their station. And a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, they started the station hoping to get about 500,000 listeners. And now they have 5 million.
Crazy.
It's absolutely phenomenal what they've been able to do. So now they've kind of, exploded their, capacity to reach people over there, and they don't have a lot of resources. So the goal that day was to tour the station. And whenever they did, Brian got word that they were there. We kind of scrapped part of the show that day and brought the guys in. We actually got to hear their story. So I was sitting across, like I am with you ladies today, and just being in the room and hearing their story one-on-one, it really moved me. It really struck a chord. I've always wanted to do something on that level, on a more global scale. And we joked on air, well, let's go to Uganda and help. And it's actually happening. So I probably won't really believe it until I get on the plane. So I'm just really fortunate that I was given the opportunity. And I know that we're going to make a really big impact.
You really are. And just a shout out to Brian. How amazing for him to just grab those kind of random in the moment, just totally in the moment. And here we have this amazing opportunity for you. And I just can't wait to follow her story. What do you think, Kathleen?
I'm super excited. I am so proud of you for everything that you're doing. I'm here for a slightly less philanthropic reason, but you're going to do such great work over there. She's actually going to get to meet the little girl that she sponsors.
She will?
Yes.
I can't even believe it. My son, Landon, he's a little upset with me that he doesn't get to go, but spent a little time with him the other night, and he actually wanted to draw a picture for the little, because we write letters and stuff, and that's been a really cool experience, not only for myself, but I think it's really opened up everyone's eyes, not only in the chamber, but in Dallas, the people we've been able to reach. But, having a kid that young that's able to get involved in something like that, it sounds corny, but they are our future, and instilling, that there's a bigger world out, side of our comfort zone, our bubble, than just here in Dallas.
I think that's so important, Allie. And what are you looking for this trip? Because I know it's really a countdown, but what are you guys actively doing right now to prepare? And what are you asking for our community to get involved and help?
Yeah, there's absolutely so many ways that you can become involved. So I know it can be a little overwhelming. Well, I can't go to Uganda. Well, okay, maybe not. That's not for everyone. It's really not. And we understand that. But you can sponsor a child. You can go to pcmonline.org and you can see about our trip and what all we're going to be helping. But really what we're needing are the resources for the trip itself. We are putting 4 roofs on. We're going to schools, clinics. We're doing so much there to help their entire community. But we need sponsors. That's really what we need right now. There's not a sponsor and there's not a dollar amount that's too big, too little. So we encourage you to go to that website. You can give online, reach out to me via Facebook. You can find me, Allie Plake. And I'll also be chronicling the adventure basically from start to finish, even while we're over there. And I'll be doing that on my website, my blog. It's adventureswithallie.com. And that's
Tell them about
really
the
what
sponsor patches.
Yeah, the patches, yes. So on the trip with Gloria FM, all of our sponsors, Salem Media Group and Brian's station, they're actually being so generous and giving back every dollar that you sponsor, that you give. They're actually matching that dollar for dollar in advertisement. So it's really a win-win. Brian and I have talked about this so much on his station on the show. What if you have $5, $10, $500? They're going to actually match that back in advertisement for your business. So,
and then they're putting patches on this backpack that you're going to travel with.
Yeah.
Tell that to our listeners, because I think that's just amazing.
I know.
That
yeah,
you guys are going to do that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can do a sponsorship and then actually kind of, be included in the trip. So for everyone that sponsors, we're having custom patches made with your business's logo on it. And we're going to put them on a backpack that we'll carry throughout our trip and put them in really cool, locations all throughout our 10 days that we'll be there. So we're going to release those back to the sponsors, and they can use that on their own social media channels, however they wish to do that. And we'll have really great video as well.
And I know you're leaving in November, so gosh, we'll just be following your story, and we're so excited.
Brad and I talk about it all the time. We're not nervous about actually going to Uganda. Maybe we should be. I don't know. But either way, it's really it's the flight. 16 hours from DFW to Dubai. Then we've got about 28 hours maybe in Dubai. And then another 5.5 hour flight. And then a probably pretty questionable yet scenic bus ride for 5 hours to our destination.
You won't believe it till you're there. But definitely get your passport right now, honey. That's what
I've
you
got
need.
that, yeah.
Okay.
I'm more nervous about the immunizations, the shots. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
You'll be fine. You'll be fabulous. It's going to be exciting. I'm trying to get her to brand it as the Adventures of Allie's backpack.
Right?
Because my business will be a sponsor. We just haven't discussed the dollar amount.
Okay.
Let's talk about your business, Kathleen.
Well, I run a business, Denoyer Designs, custom jewelry, computer-aided design. I do mostly jewelry. I've done it around this city for a long time. Engagement rings, Mother's Day presents, if you have a girlfriend, a wife, whatever you need. I do all of it from beginning to end. No dollar amount is too small for me because my passion is really just taking care of my customers and making sure that they love what they're wearing and it expresses who they are as a person.
It's so interesting to me. How long have you been doing this?
About 12 years, and that's starting to age me.
We don't talk about that part.
No, we don't.
Secret safe, sister.
No, I've been doing it since I was 20. So for a very long time. I've been independent in this town for at least 2 years, and I'm loving every second of it. And organizations such that we're going to talk about, like the DJCC and the Texas JCs, have brought me the network I need to grow my business. I have met some of my biggest clients through some of these networking opportunities that we offer in those two organizations. So I'm loving life now. I can be independent. I can go out and do philanthropic things during the day. I can, be my daughter's Girl Scout troop leader and yet still work all day long. And I have a 3D printer and I'm a computer designer, #nerd. It's happening.
I love it. That's so cool. I love it. I think that's a girl's dream, right?
Make pretty jewelry.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it.
When I open my safe, I get to look at all the pretty diamonds. Yes, it is. It's a pretty fun job.
Do you see my face? I was like, whoa.
I know. You do need to come to my house.
So tell us, you have a new mentor. You just met him yesterday. I am proud to say that I made that connection.
You did. You made that connection. Again, a DJCC connection. And so his name is Jerry Acuff, and he made his fortune, if you will, in the pharmaceutical business. And now he does networking coaching and things like that. He has a couple books out, 7 interview questions to get the job that you want. He said, even if you don't get that job, if you read this book, and it's not a very long book, you can actually go back and get the job that you were already rejected from.
Wow.
So it's pretty amazing. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail, Jerry. I'm waiting. But he also teaches about networking and having a purpose with networking. You need to be intentional and disciplined and about building a valuable business network by giving value and staying in relevant contact, i.e., don't just gather business cards. There are 3 people each time you network that you can meet that will actually impact you as a person and your business. And that's a big part of what he's teaching me. He's teaching me how to identify how I can give value to the people that I meet at all of my happy hours and my networking events, and identify the ones that we can, start pushing back and forth. And, certain people, I do have a client, I'm not going to mention him on air because he's very private about it, but he and I met at a DJCC networking event or professional development event last year, and we've done unbelievable amounts of business together. And it's a personal relationship. It's a professional relationship. But again, I identified this man as somebody that we could push and pull together and make a lot of good business.
I think that's so exciting. And just with a couple minutes left here, you have both brought with you some guests that will be featured on the show today. Let's start off with the Texas State JCs.
Texas State JCs. Yes, we have a large cast of characters sitting around this radio station right now. So we do have from Sweetwater, Texas, we have Heath Cornnut, and he's with Sweetwater, and they do the Rattlesnake Roundup. And then from Mission in Texas, we have Amanda Leja, and both of them, all three of us are on the Texas State Board, and they have come into town to support the Dallas Junior Chamber today with our Christmas in July event, our pub crawl. Everybody needs to come out because it's amazing.
I still have to go get my toy, by the way.
Oh, we're doing that. There's a Toys R Us across from iHeart Radio, girl. That's where
I love it. I love it.
And we can't forget Charles and Olivia will actually be on this next upcoming segment from the Dallas
I could
Junior
never
Chamber.
forget their beautiful faces.
And then who did you bring with you today, Allie?
Yes, I brought Jesse Porter and Derek Brisson, and they're here to talk about cool beings. So I'm really excited to have
Cool
them today.
beans.
Cool beings. Not cool beans. Cool beings. Like
Cool beings. Oh, I thought it was cool beans. Oh, I'm so glad we cleared
Sarah.
that up. before.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, all right. I need to change
They'll tell
that
you
in the
all
show
about
notes.
it coming up.
Don't go away. We have the Dallas Junior Chamber coming on this segment. We're going to talk about young professionals. The Dallas Junior Chamber is the destination for area young professionals, and they want you to get more involved. They're actually wearing Santa Claus hats because there's a Christmas in July happening today, an event that you need to know about. Don't go away.
More of the Jeff Crilley Show coming up.